Hello and welcome to another episode of Grind Slime TV with me, your host Aaron. And today we're going to be talking about an absolute classic band from 1989 all the way through to the present day. No splitting up, no reforming when the money was good. Oh, no, we're talking about New York's finest, Incantation. Well, one of New York's finest. They got some good bands. You couldn't ask me to pick a favourite, though it's probably Mortician, but that's not the point. No favouritism here. So there we go. Oh yes, this is their album, Sect of Vile Divinities, and I absolutely love this album. I think after Onwards to Golgotha and well, this is probably my second favourite studio album. My favourite release is probably got to be, normally I'd say the demos, but I'm going to have to go with Tribute to the Goat, only because that's a live in the studio recording from '97, and they've chucked the demos on the end of it from 1990 as well, with old Will Rama on vocals. They're always cool. I think mine might. Let me just grab it. It's right here. Let's see it. This one here might be a bootleg. I'm not entirely sure. It's only 1,000 made, hand numbered, but it's just the quality of it is just digibook, no inlay or anything like that. So this might be an official release. If it is, it's not had a lot put into it, but it's what it is. And fantastic disc. But we're talking about this one. So, favourite release. But this is my second favourite studio album. And for many reasons. Number one, the lyrics are fantastic. Really kind of dark and occult, but also there's that kind of mythological feel to it and fantasy. And, it's not just, you know, Satan is good, Satan is our pal. No. No clues. This is one of those where it's just it reads like they went to college, even though they didn't really. Well, they might have done. I don't know. But you've got there, look, telling you that none shall pass with his 26-year-old eyebrows. They make him look younger. I don't know what to tell you. With all the beard and everything. The old John McEntee. I don't know. I had an IT teacher called McKenty, and it was about the same way, but he pronounced it McEntee, so maybe it's different. And you've got Kyle there with his glowing ears, making them look huge, like AFJ. And what I like about the lyrics as well is that it sort of paints a picture in your head that you can sort of fill in the blanks with. It's not just spoon feeding you the information, but it will talk about certain things, hints of things, like I don't know, just go through it and pick something. But another thing I like about the lyrics as well is that a lot of people today will say like, oh, these bands, they go after Satan and and they attack Jesus, but it's not really edgy anymore and what have you. First of all, I say that depends on the geography, because I live in a town that's quite religious, and I get funny looks from time to time, every now and then. But that might just because I'm ugly. But with this one, they actually go after all three of the Abrahamic gods, religions. Sorry, so and all in one song too, in a Fury's Manifesto. Really cool song, one of the shorter tracks off the album. There's like 3 on here that are like 2 minutes something that are really, really good. And then you've got Unborn Ambrosia, which is the longest song on the record, which is fantastic. It's the heaviest song on the record too. And but my favourite track on here is probably Entrails of the Hag Queen, just because it's just got this really cool kind of pace and groove to it. It just sounds like this, like fog and dry ice machines and strange lights, and just it really paints a picture in your brain. I love it. I like when music does that. It sounds natural. Really, really, really cool stuff. And I love the CD design as well. Just pretty cool. It's got that sort of old school kind of. Reminds me of Vader. And you sort of look at that sort of thing with their cool sort of monolithic kind of sigils and whatnot, and got the full version on the back there. It's got the globe up there and whatnot. Same thing that I think that's the Hag Queen, which is mentioned a couple times throughout the record, as I mentioned it a moment ago. But really, really cool. And I love this artist as well. His name is always escaping me. Let me find it because he is worth mentioning. Where are you, bastard? Yeah, there we are. Yes, I can never pronounce it. Eliran, Eliran Cantor. Get a better name, mate. Ellie boy. Ellie, we will call him. There's fantastic work he's done, like stuff for Sodom, Construct of Lethe. It was that other band that all you kids like, Art is Murder. Yeah, not my sort of thing, but you know, he's done work for them. He's done work for loads. Hate Eternal, Bloodbath, Impaled Nazarene. The list goes. I think he did Impaled Nazarene. I don't know, maybe not. But either way, great artist. And I think this is probably my favourite album cover of all of Incantations, because some of them aren't that exciting. I mean, that one's just got a goat on it. You know what I mean? Goats are cool and everything, sure. Or is that an ibex? I think it's an ibex. There's a difference, isn't there? I don't know. Critters with horns. But another great thing about this record is the pacing, because it's definitely Death Doom as Incantation I want to do. But when they go slow, it's not boring. You know, like some of these bands, they do it and it works. You know, like one band I really like is Corrupted. And, you know, they like to drone their like chords out sometimes. And I can totally see why people wouldn't be into that. It's like, oh, God, we've been listening for like 4 minutes and he's strummed his guitar twice. You know, but with this, it's different. There's atmosphere there. It sets a mood. It does what music's supposed to do. You know, you feel like you're taking the part of this mystical journey with them, and you're seeing what they're showing you, but you're only seeing glimpses of it in your mind's eye, and the rest of you just filling in the blanks. Like, oh, what does this monstrosity look like, and what is it they're doing this particular thing for? And for people who are really into the occult, they can probably read into this and probably make a lot more sense of it. But for dumbasses like me, who have only really dabbled in the esoteric and occult sort of stuff, in comparison, it's I don't know, it just has a whole fantastical kind of feel to it. So it's an album for anybody, you know, and it's just I just love it, man. There's not a single boring part on here. All of it fits. It all flows together. And just when it sounds like there's one song on here called Scribes of the Stygian, and it's the way it sounds when it opens, you think, oh, this is going to be the last track on the album. It just has that sound to it. But no, 3 more tracks come in, and it's just no, really cool stuff. I think this is just over 45 minutes or so. It's under 50 for sure. And I can't get enough of it. Ever since it came out in 2020, I've been spinning this a fair amount, and I think John's vocals sound fantastic on it. And it just, my only complaint is that some of the lyric placement, like vocal placements, are a bit clumsy in places, but it just makes it sound more human, and that's very missing in today's music. So not even a complaint. It's more of a I don't even know what I'm after, you know. But if you're not familiar with Incantation, I think this is a great album to start with, or Onward to Golgotha. In fact, pretty much any album you can put on by Incantation, and it's good. You know, they've been very consistent over the years. There's no one album where everyone's like, oh yeah, that's the shit one. You know, there's no Black Album. There's no Swan Song. You know, there's no diatribes. It's just all solid. Some are better than others, of course they are. Like Vanquish goes on quite a bit, but either way, still a good album. But this is a fantastic one. Definitely worth picking up. Sect of Vile Divinities from Relapse Records. Have a good one. That's it from me. You know what to do. Take care.